Hi everybody, Princess Alethea Contis here. Okay, so here's the deal. Yesterday I spent a little too much time on the internet trying to upload all my pictures from Teen Book Festival, and yeah, I need to put the other brace on. I really hurt my arms. I mean, I already had tendonitis, but it made it a little worse. Oh, hello cicadas. How are you today? So, Mom, I got in a lot of trouble with Mom for spending a little too much time on the internet, and she wouldn't allow me to film my fairy tale rant. So, she just left to go play tabletop gaming with her girlfriends. I love that I have a mom that does tabletop gaming. I mean, hello, Nerd HQ, rock on. And so I'm sneaking in this fairy tale rant. But here's the deal. I'm going to try and do this in as few edits as possible. So bear with me and see if you can stick it out to the end. We're going to try to make this short and sweet. Are you ready? Here it goes. Today's fairy tale rant is the Grimm's fairy tale, Old Rink Rank. Once upon a time, there lived a king who created a glass mountain to be made. My first issue, created. Really? How do you create a mountain? Who made this mountain? I would like to know. And the king said, "Whosoever shall cross this mountain will be able to marry my princess daughter." So this guy falls in love with the princess, and the princess says, "Look, you're going to have to cross this glass mountain in order to marry me. I will go with you to make sure that you survive and get across the mountain so that we can get married." The princess and the man cross the glass mountain, and halfway there the princess slips and falls, and the mountain kind of swallows her whole. It opens up, she falls through, and it swallows her. There's no crack, no seam. Even the guy says if there had been any indication of where she fell, I would have followed her because I love her. So the princess falls into the mountain, and on the inside of the mountain is this crotchety little old guy named Old Rink Rank. And he forces the girl to become his serving maid. And he leaves every day by taking a ladder out of his pocket. Okay, issue number 2. Takes this ladder out of his pocket, climbs up the really high window, and then goes away and pulls the ladder up back after him. Kind of Rapunzel-ish. And she's forced to stay all day and, make the bed and clean the house and do the dishes and all of these other things. And he comes home at night and she lets him in the door. So years go by, tons of years go by. Finally, I guess she's old enough to realize that this guy is a jerk and she needs to get the better of him. So he comes home one day and knocks on the door and says, "Let me in." And she's locked all the doors and windows and she says, "No." Good for her. This is kind of like Sophie Hatter in Howl's Moving Castle. I have that image of her in my head, which I totally love. So she doesn't let him in. She doesn't let him in. Excuse me. He calls her, crap, we're gonna have to cut here. She calls him Old Rink Rank. He calls her Mother Man's Root. He finds a window that's unlocked and tries to crawl through the window, but he can't get in. So he puts his beard in first because his beard is so long. He has to go beard first, and she slams the window down on his beard and says, "I will let you out if you give me your ladder." They argue a little bit. She gets the ladder, climbs out, goes back to her father where her betrothed is still waiting for her. Love. And they get married and live happily ever after. They also go back to the mountain, dig it up. I don't know how you dig up a mountain. I mean, it's glass. Just smash it, right? And Rink Rank has been collecting silver and gold this whole time. So when they smash the mountain and kill Old Rink Rank, they take all his silver and gold, and the princess and her betrothed live happily ever after in the lap of wealth and luxury. The end. So there you have it. Thank you guys for joining me for today's fairy tale rant, my 30th episode. Can you believe we've done this 30 times already? How great is that? Thank you guys for joining me. I love you so much. Mom, if you're watching this, I promise I tried to do as little work as humanly possible. I love you all. Mwah. Crap, we're gonna have to cut here.